morning.
You okay?
Yeah.
Right in the eye?
Yeah. Right? Isn't that how it goes? Mm-hmm. Good morning! So I have a really cool tutorial for you guys today. It is this kind of like purpley, pinky, smoky, mermaidy look. I love it so much. It was so fun to do. It's so fun to wear, and I just think it's really, really beautiful. So it uses kind of like these purpley tones, and I really focused on a rounded eye shape. So while the cat eye shape and like kind of bringing out your shadow up this way is always going to be in style. It's a really classic shape and it's very flattering for a lot of eye shapes. I also have noticed a big trend in eye makeup lately that has been making your eyes more rounded and like kind of open and making your eye makeup reflect that and kind of help that. I will say that if you have an eye shape that tends to kind of come down at the outer corners, you may not like this look exactly how I did it, but what you would want to do is just take the deeper shades that I used in the crease and do that kind of cat eye shape that I normally do, and that's kind of standard these days. I also used a different pair of lashes that I normally use. I usually use the Demi Wispies or the Wispies by Ardell, and they kind of have that fan out effect where the lashes are longer at the outer corners, and these ones are kind of the same length all the way around, which helps to emphasize that round shape. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I got this new Makeup Forever Flash palette. Well, it's not new, but it's new to me, and it's kind of like the toned down, muted, like mauve-y, dirty tones, and I love it, and that is what I'm using for my primer today, actually. The only thing is that these do not dry down like, say, a paint pot or something along those lines would, so you do need to top it with some kind of a powder if you're using it for this purpose. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blush by MAC called Fleur Power, and I'm going to use it as a shadow. Basically, it's going to act sort of like my transition color, and I love using blush as eyeshadow. So I'm just going to blend that all over, basically from the lash line to the brow bone, and make sure it's really, really blended and softened on the edges. The next thing I'm going to do is take this shade called Chrome from the LORAC Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. Now, it looks like this look is going to very, very ugly places at the moment. I know that, but just stick with me for a second because it's gonna get really cool in just a minute. I promise. I don't know. I have no explanation for that. And then I'm going to use this shade called Plum, and I'm going to take it on another fluffy blending brush. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to say. And then I'm going to just blend that entire line out. You want to make sure that everything is soft and fades into each other, if that makes sense. So you're going to go from this kind of silvery purple to a deeper purple in the crease and then to a pink on the outskirts of that color. What you want to focus on here, like I was talking about in the beginning, is a rounded shape of the eye, which means I'm going to take this transition shade and bring it down a little bit to kind of carve out that rounded eye shape like I was talking about. I'm going to use this pigment called Blue Brown by MAC, and this thing gives me life. I cannot even describe it to you. It is so stinking gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of Club, but more blue, where Club is more green. So anyway, I'm going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus, and I'm going to just pack that all over my lid. And yes, that was me like getting really excited, and my husband, like, we both marveled at how beautiful this pigment is at the same time. So just stick that all over the lid. Pretty self-explanatory. It's going to just really shine and look super mermaidy, which I love. Okay, and then I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to take this shade from the Anastasia Contour Kit, and I'm actually going to use that under my lower lash line. So I like these products because they blend out really well. If you think about it, they have to, because you're using them to contour your face, which means that you want everything to look seamless, which is perfect for an under eye shadow, if that makes sense. So this is the shade Havana, and it's kind of that warm, I don't know, like poopy brown, but it's really nice. I promise. I love it. It's beautiful. Okay, the next step, I'm going to take my Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm going to just stick that on the lower lash line, just in the inner corner, and kind of let it fade out toward the center of my lash line, if that makes sense. But don't take it all the way out to the end. This next glitter that I'm going to use is Reflex Gold, and it's by MAC. It's actually like a glitter pigment. It's not super chunky. And I'm going to put that right there in that corner where I put the glue. You want to work quickly because this glue does set up and dry pretty fast. I've learned that the hard way quite a few times. But I'm going to do that on both eyes, and I'm just going to let it fade out into that brown that we used and kind of concentrate most of the glitter on the inner corners. Super cool. I love those together. The pigment and the glitter, I love it. Okay, and then I don't have a picture of my eyeliner. What? But it's the Maybelline Eye Studio Blackest Black Gel Liner. That was a mouthful. I'm just gonna line my waterline with that, and that's pretty much all the liner we're gonna use in this look. And it comes out looking really awesome and a little bit smoky, which is kind of amazing considering that this is the only black we're using in the entire look. I mean, if you don't count the lashes, duh. So I'm just gonna do that on both sides and make sure that it's really nice and dark to make your eyes pop. And it also helps to emphasize that round shape that we're going for. Now I'm going to go with my L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes Mascara. And I'm going to do it on top and bottom. I have super long lashes on the bottom, so I have to put mascara on them, otherwise I feel like a weirdo. So I'm just going to do that on both top and bottom, and I love the way that the mascara also like contrasts with the glitter on the bottom, and it looks so nice. And yeah, this is the part where I stabbed myself in the eye. Nice, nice, Sarah. Very talented. And I am going to focus mostly in the center of my lash line so that I'm not emphasizing that outer wing of my lashes. So I'm going to take this lip liner in Lasting Sensation and I'm going to line my lips all over with it, and then I'm going to use another shade from my Makeup Forever Flash palette as a lipstick. So I was saying before that these don't really dry down to a powder finish, and that's perfect for a lip color if you think about it, because you don't really want your lip color to feel or look powdery. It stays the perfect consistency to wear on your lips, and I absolutely love it. So that is the final look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!